Hi, troops. Ooh, what did I hit? Damn. Can we get back to normal?
Where's Kim in here?
Look at that. It makes it look so
Don't get me on
much
camera, Mom.
better.
I like that.
Huh?
Don't get me on camera.
Nobody's even on yet. You gonna sit out here with me?
No.
Why
It is
not?
nice out, but I don't.
It's gorgeous out. The birds are chirping. The sun is out.
So you got your lemonade margarita.
I got my coconut margarita. You want to see the size of my coconut margarita?
There it is. My hand.
It's a good one.
It's like 2 times a regular mason jar.
Mm-hmm. It's a big one. Hi.
Cigarette on the other side.
Why don't you go stand on the other side of me? Can you accommodate me today, please? And thank you.
Mom, Kim's gonna yell at me when we go driving.
Why?
Because
No, she's not.
she's just gonna yell at me.
No. No, she won't.
If I mess up, like if there's people on the road, you know how you're yelling, you're like, go to the side, there's people. But then I'm like, I know. And she's gonna be like, well, no, you don't know. She's gonna make a fight of it.
But you're already putting in your head that it's going to be not great. So don't do that. It's going to be a good day. She's getting firework. We're going to do a fire later.
Where is she?
She went to the meat market.
Oh, yeah. And she said if I clean out her car, she'll give me money.
Oh, look at that. All right. I love you. I'm going to talk to them for a little while. Want to say hi to everyone?
No. Hi, guys. And don't show me.
All right. Love you.
Okay.
Hi, guys. I figured I'd come chat with you for a little while before I put the music back on. I'm just enjoying this day. I'll probably have maybe some friends over later, have a fire. Maybe. I'm kind of enjoying the alone time, like just self-absorbing a lot of stuff. So self-reflecting, but in a very positive way for the new shift that we're all experiencing. And I even talked to a couple people, and I was going to go over there, and I'm like, you know what? I think I'm just content sitting in the yard with my children if they decide to come out, and the birds, and just Mama Nature, to be honest with you. You know? And of course, a really good coconut margarita is gonna help. For shoresies. For shoresies. So how's everybody else doing? I'm doing good, guys. This shift was like, whoa. Because if you think about it, right? Look at the birds up there. They're definitely chilling with me. This shift, you know, it's in Taurus too. So I got a lot of Taurus in my chart. But it's your Venus, so it's almost every aspect of your entire life transitioning. And we've been talking about this and preparing you for a while. But it's actually here, you know? I guess it really just depends on... I got a bug. I got a bug in my drink. I guess it just depends on... Little fruit fly. Stay out of my margarita, you little shit. Oh, and look at the robin bird. How you handling it? I was questioning a lot of stuff. You could always ask for messages, like in the midst of like self-reflecting, a blue jay came to me, and it was in the midst of exactly what I was reflecting on. So it was definitely clarification. You know, sometimes change isn't easy, guys. And when you're ready for change, So we're all ready for change. I don't know if you're anything like me. Like, yeah, I love change. And I love changing up the house. I love changing up the furniture. I love shit like that. But when it comes to big change, it was a lot harder for me than I expected. So I kind of forced myself into it, and I know you really shouldn't force yourself into anything, but I had to. I did, and it was worth it, and I can clearly see what I want and what I don't want, you know? And that's not easy, guys, because knowing what you really want and what you used to be able to have, and there's no in between anymore, you gotta let go. And it's not easy because you want to fall back into conditioning. You want to fall back into the easy route. And I've been telling you guys and preparing you since, before New Year's, December 2019. 2020 is the year of a foundation. If it's not set up properly, you're going to struggle. And no one wants to struggle. The change is hard enough, right? So if you just stick through, there's definitely challenges, there's definitely testing, but just stick through it. And that's it. Where do we go now? My feet are filthy. I've been walking in the dirt all day. But if you get a chance to go outside, go outside. Just hang out with yourself, or your children, or your friends. I'm loving the birds right now. Yeah, I'm just sitting outside yapping. Look at the birds right here. He's like, hop, hop, hop. Can you hop, please? And the bees are out. And it's really what it wants is my drink. That's what it wants. There's a yellow finch on the bird feeder. He's pretty. It's been a lot of blackbirds. There's one. Little blackbird. He's got some pretty blue stripe on him. It's nice and calm here, guys. It's nice and calm. Have you ever had a hummingbird echo located? What? Have you ever heard? Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Ooh, look at that little one in the bird feeder. I got a hummingbird one behind me. They don't really use it that much, though. They do and they don't. Where do we go now? Where do we go? Guns N' Roses is in my head. But look how peaceful. I just wanted to share it with you. A couple more minutes. I got a fly on my foot. A couple more minutes. Because then I really want to put my music back on. Oh yeah, my mom's got woodpecker here. She's got the big ones. She's got the little ones. They all just peck away. You know what I mean, jelly beans? So beautiful. Oh, yeah, you can ask me a question. Is it okay to question if something's wrong with you? Yeah, nothing's wrong with me. Are you talking health-wise, mentally? I mean, where are you going with that question? But of course you can ask me things. You must have just popped on because I was just talking about it. You're asking like me, yourself. Oh, to question yourself. Oh yeah, of course. I've been doing that for weeks because I've been being tested, probably like a majority of a lot of you. Very testing energy. Yeah, questioning and doubt are two different things. I don't really think anyone's doubting. I think you know the answer. I think the challenge is overcoming fear and obstacles and talking about things and being honest about things. You know what I mean? That type of stuff. You know? It's not easy to let go of the old you because there's no way you guys don't realize what you want. So you're gonna be tested on it. You know, you're gonna backtrack, you're gonna move forward. If somebody says no, you know, you're gonna go with what they want because you want that in your life, but it's not being set up the right way. You're gonna be challenged. So if you fall back into how you used to do things, it's just it won't work. And I'm done with the situations of shit not panning out, me doing things the way, you know, I always done them to make it less complicated. And, you know, I'm not doing that anymore. In my eyes, it's not complicated, the things I want. And one day someone will reciprocate, you know, whether it's a business partnership, a lover situationship, a best friendship, however it rolls for you, your children, you know, compromise will always be there, but it takes two to compromise, right? You got to be open and honest. So I don't think it's the energy of doubt. I really truly feel like people know exactly what they want, and it's just a matter of owning it. And you're gonna let judgmental situations get in the way. You're gonna let friends get in the way of decisions, or family get in the way of decisions. Are you gonna let what you think the future can pan out to be what you think, like, because I think we're all going through that period where it's like, do I do it, do I not? It's like the whole, you know, weeks ago we were talking about playing with fire scenario. You know, it's, you know, there could be potential, but everything you talk about in your head and what you want and don't want and thinking about the future, you don't need to do that. What you need to do is stay in the moment, but know exactly what you want while you're in the moment at the same time. You got to be able to express that. And that's the challenge, because the other person or people, whatever scenario you're in, might not want that, even though they probably do, but in due time, and definitely don't want to talk about it. But this thing is, if you want to be adult about it, you got to talk about it. But if they don't want to talk about it with you, then that's your test. Don't fall back into old routine. Lack of comfort, lack of sex, lack of whatever it is for you. It's not worth it. You got to such a building point that now is not the time to backtrack. So absolutely question other people's intentions and your own thought process. It's going to be a lot of questioning because things are just different now. This shift is definitely different, so you're going to question a lot of shit. But it's not doubt. You know exactly what you want. It's just a matter of letting go of what doesn't serve you. And a lot of people don't want to let go of something they know they can have, but it's something you've already had in the past. It's a repetitive cycle. So don't get into a repetitive cycle. Like, for instance, I put myself in a repetitive cycle, and then after something was said and done, I said, wow, I really realize now what I want. And it's not that. But the other person, you know, was totally fine staying in that cycle when I was not. So I have to let it go. Right? So that's not easy. It's just that simple. But that's your test. Let it go. If that person's meant to be in your life, guess what? They're going to come back in all repackaged and work with you. If that person's not meant to be in your life, then somebody new will come in, and it won't be a test. It's still going to be a little bit of a challenge, troops, but it won't be a test. So try not to, like, I wicked psychoanalyze everything, which is a lot of people don't know that about me. But it's for good reason, you know. Yeah, in general, without someone, absolutely, it's the same scenario. You still know what you want out of a situation, whether it's a person, place, a thing, or you. You know what you want. Don't settle for less. Now is the time to be true to who you are. You know, your morals, what's important to you. Little robin bird, little hopping around on the grass over there. I don't know if you can see it, but go outside, ground, rejuvenate. I had to rejuvenate. It wasn't planned, it just happened. This shift kicked my ass. Lots of testing, lots of challenges. But I push through, I always do. I always do. And I'm telling you, if you ask for some type of sign, synchronicity, you'll get it. There's no way you won't. You just gotta be really smart about how you ask. So you know you're getting the right type of sign, or seeing the signs without asking for them. Works both ways, you know? Yeah, there's birds everywhere. My mom's got a lot of different species in her backyard. I love it. The great blue heron was just out there earlier. I don't know where he's off to now. You're very welcome. That's what I'm here for. Hi, you little blackbird. But yeah, no, I'm good. I'm ready to come back. For sure. The shift is, even if you're not noticing, I don't know how you wouldn't notice, but even if you're not noticing, it's a shift. It is quite the shift, troops. And a dragonfly just zoomed by. Just a quick little dragonfly. First one of the year. First one of the year I've seen. I gotta bring Sheldon out in a little while. Anybody have any questions before I wrap this up? Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Oh, and on top of that, you felt it, yeah. On top of that, my psychic abilities are freaking off the, I was gonna say chain. It's incredible. Like, I bumped into somebody the other day and I didn't want to say it. I almost said to him, like, I saw a ring on his finger and I almost said to him, like, do you got kids? And I was like, no, because I could see kids hopping around him, for instance, right? I'm going to give you an example. And then the next day I saw him again. This was at work through the drive-thru. And I saw him at work again. And, you know, I'm friendly with everybody. We talk or whatever with everyone. My personality, too, they love me, you know, and I'm starting to, like, really love them. So finally, day 3, I was like, do you have children? He's like, no. He's like, one day. And he had this big smile on his face. And I'm like, you will. He's like, oh, yeah? I'm like, no, you definitely will. I see children, like, running around you, hopping around, like, busy, off to work, but, like, spending time with the children. And he just smiled at me. And to be honest with you, I think I made his day because I questioned on whether or not to say anything to him. But how do we know they're not struggling with trying to conceive? How do we know he can't have kids and they're going to try to attempt the adoption process? You know what I mean? So it's little things like that that keep happening to me. And the more I tell myself, like, oh, I'm not going to address it, the more fiercely it comes at me. So to me, it's like a blessing in disguise. Like, he needed to hear that. Because again, how do we know they're not struggling to conceive? So for somebody to get that message in the time of whatever they're going through is a pretty damn important message. See what I'm saying? So my abilities are definitely stronger. I just needed a nice little break. Look at the little chipmunk over there. He's so cute. So it's important as light workers and or whatever type of gift you have, use it. We all came here with one to make situations better and to have a different kind of life. It's just a matter of, accessing what you want to and not worried about what other people think, or because it's even crossed my mind, like, people can hear me over talking people at the window. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like the freaking Long Island medium. It was, I don't know. I just kept telling myself, there's no way there's no way he didn't need that message. He absolutely needed that message, so I don't know, guys. And I struggle with a lot of other things. But it's not really a struggle anymore because I know what I want. So it's laying down the struggle and knowing that right opportunities will come in. And it's okay to be tested. It is what it is. 'Tis is what it is, Troopaloops. But going after change, it still had. Like I said, I kind of forced myself into it because I know if I didn't, I wouldn't have done it. And I'm glad I did because is it testing? Yep. But at the same time, now I got even more clarity of what I want. So it was beneficial for me to force myself into change. Whether it's with another person, accepting who you are, all different types of levels. It really just depends. I mean, a lot of you are ascending, some of you are awakening, some of you are going through a transition. It really just depends what category you fall into and how long you've been on a journey and what you've learned and taken from it. Life will never be the same for me, but it's okay. I guarantee it's going to be kick-ass. And I even question spiritual stuff. Like, I happened to be scrolling the other day. I'll give you another example. I don't know, I think it was on YouTube. And there's just so much misconstrued shit the way people talk about shit. It is what it is. Anywho. Losing train of thought. Hold on. Oh, you're going to be rewarded. And then I thought to myself, this whole time I've had cards, I have certain decks, like I've said that, like, okay, you're going to be rewarded. And then I sat there and I said to myself, like Courtney, like, you don't need to be rewarded. Like, hard work is hard work. Acknowledgement is nice, right? But to be rewarded, I don't need a reward. What I want is a good life and a happy life and a life full of contentment and happiness, and a good life is what I want. I don't need to be rewarded with this or that. You know what I want? I just want something to pay off all my hard work. That's it. Even an acknowledgement works. You know what I mean? So I even question spirit a lot too, guys. And that's okay too. How can you not? You don't need a reward. Oh, you're going to get a reward. It's like Oprah. You get a car, you get a car, you get a car. Like, what? I want a happy life. I want to smile. I want my kids to be happy and healthy. I want to watch them grow. I want to have grandbabies. I just want to, all in due time, right? I just want to live my life the way I want to live it. If I choose to live in the city or the country, if I choose to have a lake house versus an ocean front, you know what I mean? Like, things like that. Like, I want to be able to just step outside and be happy with what I have and content and that stuff. Mutual understanding. You know what I mean? So to me, you won't be catching me use that word anymore. You know, spirit's going to reward you. You don't need a reward. You deserve a good life after what you've recognized and gone through. You don't need a reward. But that's just my opinion. When you're fully awakened, guys, a lot of things differ. You know? If anyone's waiting for certain stuff to come in, or and it's been months and certain stuff, go, leave it. Walk away. It's not yours. What's meant to be for you will stay in your life. Whether you're arguing, working things out, compromising, it just doesn't disappear for long. If something's been out of your life for a lengthy amount of time, guys, move forward. You know? Spirit knew with me. There's so many readers that will keep you in certain energy, and I battled it for years. Spirit knew with me, guys. There was no sacrificing certain stuff. There was no way I wasn't going to talk about certain stuff or bring certain stuff up. Would spirit, the dark and the light battle all the time? Is it easier to keep you where you need to be because it helps their vibration? And absolutely, hands down, there's no question. But they knew I wasn't going to be that person. So, and they're giving me that. They're letting me be that person. And to tell you, you know, my opinion, their opinion on what's right and what's wrong and how to do things. I didn't ask to be some fucking love guru or know about a spiritual. I didn't ask for that. It happened. But apparently I've been doing it life after life after life. I'm a master at it, you know. But it's like each lifetime you gotta master it all over again. And I'm kind of happy I'm doing it in my second, like, pinnacle, to be honest with you, because now I can really just start to really enjoy life. I don't want to worry about what people are going to think or what my future holds. I don't. I just want to be content in the moment, make sure my family's content, bills are being paid, food on the table, people are happy, not stressing out about X, Y, Z. That's what I want. You know, people say simple is simple. Simple is underestimated. Simple becomes simple when two people can compromise. There's a lot of things that can stop us from moving forward. But you're going to be put in uncomfortable situations to get there. But then it pans out, guys. Could you imagine just getting through all that? Everyone just wants a happy beginning, and oh my God, it must be fantasy. And I don't want to be anyone's fucking fantasy, troops. I'm right here. You know, like, talk about what needs to be talked about. You know, you don't gotta talk about, you know, a whole bunch of different stuff, but you gotta talk about enough to know if you want to move something forward, you're compatible enough, you're happy in the moment when you're together. Take everything else out that you're thinking about and just ask yourself in the moment, does the connection feel right? Does the situation feel right? But you gotta take stuff out of the equation, because that's what stops people. So it's not easy to push through challenges. But you can. But you can. Oh my God, look at that gorgeous bluebird. Oh, he just flew away before I could get him. He's up there somewhere. But I really just wanted to come on and tell you guys I love you. Look at the little birdie. Oh. I love you, and I'm enjoying my day, and I hope you enjoy your day. And it's okay to self-reflect. It's okay to be in these modes. It's okay to self-isolate. It's okay to be content in the 5 of coin energy. It's okay, because you're mourning who you used to be. It's all good, guys. Don't underestimate the power of change. No one said it was easy. Yeah, I love birch trees too. Look at, like, all my ice is gone. I got go re-ice. I gotta go re-ice my drink. Ow, my knee hurts. My back's been hurting. My body is taking a physical beating because of mentally draining shit. But we won't ever have to experience this type of stuff again if you stick to what you need to stick to. That is the God honest truth. Ow. Hold on, I need to grab something out of the car. But I love you guys, and I hope you have a brilliant rest of the day. I don't know where the UK just came into play, but it totally did. I love you guys. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on Monday, okay? Yeah, go feel amazing. Look at all my neighbors biking, company. It's gonna be one of those days. I'm excited. So, what is that, a bug? Yep. I love you guys. I love you too. Have a great day. Bye, guys.